Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avataravarishthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. In Star Theatre, Ramakrishna and a small group of devotees are there and the drama enactment is going on. It is regarding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At the sight of Srivas, Nimai clings to his feet and says, with eyes filled with tears, "Ah me, revered sir, I have not yet attained devotion to Krishna. Futile is this wretched life. Tell me, sir, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where shall I find Krishna?" Look at the longing, the inner heart's longing, which is coming out in the words when he sees a saintly person who can guide him, who can show the path, the faith, how he surrenders and is begging him. Where is the search? Inner search is expressing to the external search. Where can I find? Where can I find? We see a similar situation in Vivekananda's life, how he longed for God, because the time was very short. He met Sri Ramakrishna, who could say, "I have seen God and I can make you see." And the contact was only 4 years, 9 months together, and master parts. Within that time, he has to, step by step, he has to go through all the aspects of Hindu religion, all the denominations working, all the paths within the religion that makes the man transcend according to their own nature. Each person has his own nature, and according to their nature, the path is selected. So many paths according to how is your tendency. Is it Rajasic? Is it Tamasic? Is it Sattvic? In what way? What is your nature? You are calm and want to settling down within nature, or running about, or making celebrations and all this. What is your nature according to? If you can have tremendous self-control, you can go through the path of yoga. If your totally heart is open, where the intellect doesn't want to interfere because of the excessive love, then bhakti path is open. Jnana, where heart is barren-like and intellect is very powerful, like fire burning, and ready to throw away everything as meaningless. The world, passing events, which is just appearing and disappearing. Every moment is appearing and disappearing, not to be seen again any time. The future has not come, the past has already gone away. We are in the present, it is appearing and disappearing. If he is able to realize that transitoriness of the world that we are seeing, then he can go along the path of jnana. If he is calmly settling down like Shiva, Shiva is his ideal. Any ideal, he has tremendous capacity over governing things. He can direct, he can govern. Then Vishnu is his ideal. And if he is working everywhere with equal interest, with equal capacity, then Devi is the Durga, or any aspect of Divine Mother is his ideal. Ideal, the goal to reach, these are decided by their own nature, and the ancient sages and the great saints passing through so many trials and errors and putting efforts, just like modern science and technology. How the technology is developed, how each one, new invention, new path, new things, how it is tremendously changing. Just look at the computer science, how it is entering into all fields. Each same principle adopted widely unimaginable dimensions. A photography in an ordinary cell phone, as it is, what you see is there in with colors and variations, shades, everything is recorded in a picture, as if you are seeing outside. So, just it is in your hand to capture how much of expansion. And each one, according to his nature, he goes to have perfection in education, vidya. To earn vidya, all dimensions you cannot. Like that, reaching God also, so many paths, so many ways, so many, just it is for survival. We have so many branches of each branch has wide dimensions and wide range of varieties. Just engineering, you take how many departments, how many sections, how many faculties are there, and you can choose your own. Medical, whatever is dimension, arts, science, commerce, whatever you try to enter into, your life is safe. Your life is, you can earn, you can give to others also. The purpose of living a life is, when it comes to the transcendence of nature, inner nature and external nature, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, ahankara, raga, dvesha, all these inner things to transcend, external, birth, death, onwards, sukha, dukha, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, all these things to transcend and go beyond. There are so many paths, and your own nature will select what path I have to go. But just like in education, up to 10th standard is common for all. This is basic. Similarly, in spiritual life also, for a long time, up to 10th standard, just like that, all will be going the same path of self-control. Yama, niyama, pratyahara, all these are basics. Then when it comes to the dhyana, dharana, samadhi, it takes different courses. After high school, you have to choose your path. There, by the time you have grown enough to know, oh, I have to go in this path. So till we exercise, we are within our control. Mind is within my control. Any moment, anywhere, I can withdraw, I can keep anywhere. That kind of capacity. The senses are completely under one's own control. Nothing to worry. So, whole bodily existence, everything is, he has acquired a mastery upon himself. Yes, now he can choose the path and start rushing forth towards enlightenment. Then the actual selection of the path. Because otherwise, when we have in some religions, there is one path for all, one ideal, one principle, one way of living, one way of looking at the realities, because they are all up to it can take you up to certain level, that is up to 10th standard. Same for all, you can have a common classroom also for all students. So according to their opening up from nursery classes to the 10th standard, you can go on one by one step. All students can study. But when it comes to the college level, they part from each other. Religions where there is one ideal, one way of life, one common understanding of God, they go only up to the 10th standard. Then they have to hold on to their own nature and call upon God. Here in Hinduism, there are specific paths. The moment it's like open educational system, modern educational system, presently what we have, all the colleges, by the time you are finishing your 10th standard, children are busy to select their future course of studies. Like that, in Hinduism there is an opportunity. Already the next paths are specified. In other religions, they are not specified. One has to go by trial and error in their own way. So, up to that. And after that, new things open up. For them, the nature and God guides further. We have specific paths. Vaishnavism, Shaktism, Shaivism, the 64 Tantras, so many paths, Mantra Yoga, how many innumerable Kundalini Yoga, Hatha Yoga, all this. So, paths are specified, you can just study a little and your nature selects one of the paths. So here, in every path, whatever path we may choose, one day that longing catches. Then the whole thing becomes blind. He is not able to pay attention to anything. Whoever comes, the only thing being just longing and going to tell what inner urge is there that they are going to express to that person. In Vivekananda's life, all these things which we discussed now, so many paths to reach God, had to be passed through. One man takes one path for one life and may or may not reach. Now, Sri Ramakrishna has to present him all the paths, all the ways to transcend, because he is universal teacher now. He has to teach other religions what they speak. He has to know. Sri Ramakrishna has already shown God realization is the only thing that human existence has to reach, and it can be reached this way. How beautifully they manage. And then ultimate, one without a second. Not only formless, it is qualityless also. Nirguna nirakara. Nirguna also. Nirguna nirakara. The ultimate. Beyond what humans can think of. The nirguna nirakara. Saguna sakara. Saguna nirakara. Most of the other religions hold on to saguna sakara. Qualities, God has qualities, but no form. There is one more step beyond that. No qualities also, no. It is only Ananda Sachidananda Sagara. Ocean of bliss and bliss alone, where neither qualities are there, neither dualities, nor the form. And from that, the qualities slowly work out and form doesn't appear. Still down. From there descends the form also. You can see the form of God also. Last you will see God in everything, everything as God. So here Vivekananda was taken step by step pertaining to all aspects of Hinduism and transcending all that to reach the ultimate and the ultimate beyond. And that has to be given to the world again. So how he longed is just like this, falling at the feet. Anybody going, he would, the moment a religious and spiritual marks are there in him, he will run and ask as a boy, have you seen God? Have you seen God? Who can show me? Who can show me? Till he reaches Sri Ramakrishna. Same way, here we see the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his longing for God early in life. He is running and Srivas has come and he is surrendering. Tell me, sir, where is Krishna? Where shall I find Krishna? Give me the dust of your feet with your blessing, that I may realize the blue one with garland of white flowers hanging about his neck. He has an imagination of his own. He is not an ordinary person, and generally seeing the calendars here, they are hanging, or the pictures of Krishna here and there displayed. He is imagining. He is a scholar. He has studied all the six Indian philosophies, Agamas and all, has mastered. Bhagavata is as if the whole thing is pictoriously presenting before his eyes. And he has his own imagination of Krishna based on the reality. When we say imagination, there are two types of imagination. One is based on a reality, one based on the unreality. Unreality is what our mind consumes. Reality is what the scriptures authentically present and I imagine about it. The Krishna picture he is having is from the authoritative texts, descriptions. We have seen and come and reporting. So here he will find it one day, because it is just like I want to go to Himalayas or Kailas Manasarovar and I have a map with me. Nothing to worry. Now I have to follow the map and reach it. Like that, his imaginations and understandings, he goes on reading. Suppose I want to go to Kailas Manasarovar, all the books available. Who has gone and seen and experienced and come, how they walked, what all the pits and hills that come, how to climb, how to get down, all these experiences. Narmada Parikrama. So many authentic books after passing through so many stages, so many ways of living there in Himalayas and Kailas Manasarovar. Many sadhus living for 12 years, 15 years, there itself in that area. Now and then going and coming, they have written down the detailed explanation of what it is, the weather conditions, this, every bit of the... So we can imagine what it is, and we prepare to face every situation, challenging situations, will be prepared to read. Similarly here, he has imagined, where is it, where is it? He is searching for it. The moment I see him, I can identify. Like that, it is clear to him. He's just waiting for opening the veils. Something is covering, that covering has to be removed. That covering is called the veil of ignorance. It just falls off by the grace of divine. Efforts, the longing comes, the answer will come. Efforts leads to longing, longing leads to the removal of the veil by the divine. Where we'll find the blue one with garland of wild flowers hanging about his neck. Sri Ramakrishna looked at him. He was eager to say something, but he could not. His voice was choked with emotion. The tears ran down his cheeks. With unmoving eyes, he watched Nimai clinging to Shiva's feet and saying, "Sir, I have not yet attained devotion to Krishna." The whole thing is how it is Sri Ramakrishna is looking. Nimai has opened a school, but he cannot teach the students any longer. Gangadas, his former teacher, comes to persuade him to direct his attention to worldly duties. He says to Srivas, "Listen, Srivas, we are Brahmins too and devoted to worship of Vishnu, but you people are running Nimai's worldly prospects." Master to him, that is the advice of the worldly wise. Do this as well as that. When worldly man teaches spirituality, he always advises a compromise between the world and God. Yes, sir, that is true. Nimai has, I will go back a stanza. Nimai has opened a school, but he cannot teach the students any longer. Gangadas, his former teacher, comes to persuade him to direct his attention to his worldly duties. He is not able to pay. When ecstatic love possesses a man, he can no more teach nor do any activities. He says to Srivas, "Listen, Srivas, we are Brahmins too and devoted to worship of Vishnu. But you people are running behind Nimai's worldly prospects." His former teacher is telling is to Srivas, whose feet Nimai is holding. But your people are running Nimai's worldly prospect. But you people are ruining Nimai's worldly prospects. Not running, ruining. Ruin. Means Vishnu is their ideal and devoted to the worship of Vishnu. We are Brahmins too, devoted to worship of Vishnu. That is the two aspects of life, the Brahminical duties and the worship of Vishnu. But you people are ruining Nimai's worldly prospects. He is not able to conduct this schooling, that is teaching, and these people are forcing him to. Means his worldly duties, if these people encourage him in the path of spiritual life, he will ruin the worldly life. If they force him into this, his spiritual, tendencies are going to be curbed. But because he is in a longing stage where it is longing, it is an extreme state where you cannot, by no means you can introduce him back into the world. Master to him, Master is commenting, that is the advice of the worldly wise. Do this as well as that. When the worldly man teaches spirituality, he always advises a compromise between the world and God. Sri Ramakrishna used to teach a similar thing. Hold on to both. Hold on to both. Means when these people are teaching, do your worldly duties and call on God also. Do this one as well as that. They are independent, watertight compartments when they are present. While doing your duties, you need not think of God. When you are thinking of God, you need not do the work, but you have to do both. Equally, you have to. This, Sri Ramakrishna says, hold on to both. Hold on to your duties, but don't forget God. Like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yudhya Mam Anuspara. Mam Anuspara, constantly think of me, and Yudhya cha, fight also. Sri Ramakrishna goes in this path of holding on to both. One day, one grip will loosen. The grip on the world. Because that state has to be reached. He hold on to both, and once your duties of the world are over, hold divine with both hands. Others people's advice is, do this, and when you get time, you do that also. Do your duties, and when you get leisure, call on God. They are alternatives. Here there is no alternation. Holding on to both. With one hand you hold on to that, with another hand you hold on to this. Sri Ramakrishna's advice. Hold on to both. When one of them, that is, you are holding on to both together. And then one day, once the duties are over, hold on to the divine with both your hands. It is shifting of hand. Yes sir, that is true. Gangadas continues his argument with Nimai. He says, Nimai, undoubtedly you are versed in scriptures. Reason with me. Explain to me if any other duty is superior to the worldly duties. You are a householder. Why disregard the duties of a householder and follow others' duties? Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.